I have a small account in these high yield funds, and if you have a small account, I want to help you manage it maybe a little better, a little tighter. I got some ideas for you. This is Mike, the tactical stock scalper. All right, all right. Even if you have a very large account, I think some of these tips, tricks, and methodologies will help you manage your account better. But if you have a small account, these are even more important because we don't have as much cash to work with. Okay, now first off, I think it's very important, okay, that you're able to invest $25 a week. Now, I don't add my own cash for that. I let the account do that by itself by selling options for premium, and then I make that, 20 to 40 bucks a week, and I put that right back in and buy a couple shares a week. And it's pretty incredible how that grows, right? So if you put in 25 bucks a week, okay, 52 weeks a year, that's $1,300. So if you buy QQQY at 18 bucks, it's like 72 shares. That's not bad. And that will snowball from there. Okay, so the first thing, a lot of people know this, but they don't know it. When you have a small account, it is so important to buy in slow. Okay, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is investing, and it does take time, and it does take patience. So if you have limited funds, buying in slow is so important. Now, in saying that, no, you can't really, if you go in with a big lump sum, you may be hurting in the future because you won't be able to average down. So as you see here, there's $6,636 total in this account. You can see how much I got invested right here. $2,600 in QY, $840 in IWMY, and $214 in AMZY, right? So, what are we looking at? A little over $3,000, okay? And I got 6,336. Well, I got an option I always run on TSLL, which I sell covered calls and cash secure puts on it, which keeps the income coming in weekly. Okay. So I got like $1,600 sitting on the sidelines. Now, the reason I don't put that all in, right, is because I need the cash for dips, okay, and X dates and stuff like that. Because average cost, when you have a small account, guys, it really, really matters. If you have a lot of money in your account, well, it won't really move the needle too much by throwing in shares and buying all the time. But when you have a small account, it can move the needle. So that's why it's important for me anyway, to keep cash on the sideline. And when I get a dip, which means either an X date or a market dip or whatever, then I'll buy some. So as you see here, talking about buying in slow, this is my starter position for AMZY, 10 shares. That's it. And I'll wait for dips and X dates and stuff like that to buy more and just keep averaging in lower and lower. Because as we know, a lot of these funds, not all of them, okay? A lot of people used to say that, but you can't say it anymore. Some of these funds will go down over time. Some of them haven't. So it's important to keep that in mind, okay? So like I said, I use options. I just did a video on that, but I use options instead of my own money to keep buying shares weekly, right? So I have this TSLL. I'm selling a put on it. As you see, it's $19.30. So if it goes, expires worthless, I'll make $19 off of it. Well, I'll just take that $19, right? And I'll just buy a stock with it. That's it. Now, the snowball really starts happening quickly, even with a small account. And then if you're putting in, $25 a week, if you don't want to do options and use your own cash, which is fine, you will see that snowball pretty rapidly. It won't take but a few months and it'll start going up. And that's pretty impressive. Now, look. If you want to do more than $25 a week, that's great. But let's just say that's what you're comfortable with. If you could eliminate like some kind of useless bill that you're not really using, put that money into it, okay? Really start investing in your future and eliminate a useless bill and just put that money in. So now maybe instead of 25 bucks a week, maybe now you can put in 50 bucks a week and a snowball will happen a lot quicker for you, okay? Here's another thing. Don't panic. Okay, when it starts to go down, which it will, right? When the markets start to go down, don't panic. Those are buying opportunities at lower prices to increase your share size, right? 25 bucks right now isn't going very far because the market has been ripping for, 9 weeks in a row, which is really abnormal with no pullbacks, right? But it's happening. But the reverse will happen too. So don't panic. Buy in low, buy in slow, and take your time and let the account do the work for you. Now, I will say this. I do like it when it goes up, but don't get too excited. So just kind of check this out here. So total, if you look down here at my 3 positions, okay, let's start with IWMY. Total and share price appreciation, I'm at $29. Well, on dividends so far, I've made $35 from it, right? That's really nice. I'm up fairly decently in IWMY. And as the more shares you buy, the more your dividends will be, and the snowball will happen quickly for me there. Look at QQQY. I'm up, what are we up all time here? $18 in stock price appreciation, okay? I'm also up $190 in dividends. That's pretty freaking sweet. So I'm up over $200 in this position. It would have to drop pretty significantly for a couple months in a row, which could happen, for me to be down, right? And then I'm going to get a dividend here like next week. So this is incredible. I'm just really taking my time, averaging in on dips or X dates, keeping cash on the sideline, using options to fuel the account so I don't have to come out of pocket. And it's just growing for me. Check this out. Look at the 3-month chart here, guys. Outperforming the markets the last 3 months. And the markets have ripped. But because I'm able to use options to generate money and dividends and increase share size, it's been incredible. I do plan on adding a lot more to this fund, but we're going to let this small account grow over the next, 4 months. So stay with me on this journey. If you have a small account, maybe do some of the tactics I talked about and see if those help you grow your small account quicker. This is Mike, Tactical Stock Scalper, out.